Hello guys, I have a big 11 game slate for Friday, starting with Minnesota and Charlotte. Minnesota side, Karl-Anthony Towns being back, his minutes were kind of limited. He still played 30, really good, but second game probably could still be on a limit. I don't expect him to get up to like 36, 38, but it is a very good matchup, so he can still get there. He's definitely going to be one of the lower owned tournament plays, and it is a very good matchup once again, so I think he's okay. Everyone else, D'Lo being out, that's going to help in the regulars. We've been at this before, but Towns being in, it just takes up a lot of the usage. It's not Naz Reid anymore, so I don't really like Beasley, Edwards, Rubio at their prices right now. For the Charlotte side, we're going to have to wait on Devontae Graham, who's questionable. If he's in, then I'm not going to have a whole lot of interest besides probably like Hayward, Zeller, and PJ Washington, because Hayward at 7,300, his price is coming down. I don't expect them to just continue having subpar games, so I do have some interest in him. Cody Zeller, PJ Washington, very good as well. Minnesota, just not a team that is very good against centers. I know Towns has been out, but Towns has never been known as a good defender. PJ Washington, someone who has 40-point upside, but these guys are kind of all in the mid-range where it's going to be definitely a start and scrub slate. New York side, Randall, gonna like him. Washington, again, one of the best matchups you can look for. RJ Barrett, just everyone else, like not really a whole lot of interest. Like I didn't see them getting there because of the matchup being so great. So yeah, I'll probably take some shots on like Alfred Payne, not feel good about it. But there's Noel if Robinson couldn't get the foul trouble. So yeah, they're definitely plays, but you just don't feel good about rostering any Knicks. Wizards, Beal's already been ruled out. Westbrook's going to be pretty much getting like a 40% usage here. Knicks are a tough matchup, but Washington just plays at one of the fastest paces. So I don't like Westbrook a whole lot here. 9K is too cheap, even when Beal's playing. So he's going to look really good. And then we're going to have to monitor who they start for Beal. Could be Jerome Robinson, maybe slide up Avdia, or they can go with like Garrison Matthews or Troy Brown. So that's just the wait and see. Spurs side, no Aldridge, but everyone's going to be healthy. So, for like the guard position, White, Patty Mills, Vassell, Lonnie, like they're not going to be core plays. I probably would say that Murray is my favorite play, and then there's Keldon. Derek White, he's also been someone that just in the past from memory, he's been playing really well against the Hawks, steals, assists because of Trae Young. So I think there's some interest in him, but again, just great matchup, but the prices, just how many players they are, how healthy they are, it's tough to play them. And then Atlanta, Trae Young, always going to look good at 10K. Now without Rondo, without just Bogdanovich, all these injuries, no ball handlers, he's going to look really good. Capella, the Hawks last time, they were in heavy foul trouble with Reddish and Capella, so Trey, Collins, Herter, they just played heavy minutes. Gallinari, he's still going to look good at 4,800. Finally, pretty much not on a minutes limit. 30, you're playing kind of like the regular run there. So averages in Gallo, Reddish as well, 4,400, coming off of a foul trouble game. So people are going to see that poor game, seeing like 27 minutes, but he's going to play well over 30 here as long as he stays out of foul trouble. And just at that price tag, he has monster upside. New Orleans, their rotations are very weird right now. Eric Bledsoe, he played 17, no reason for it. They let Kyra Lewis. They have Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Lonzo's been playing really good. So, other than the main three, Ingram, Zion, Lonzo, the minutes pretty much are just stuff for grabs. So, obviously that makes some good tournament plays, but you just can't really trust them. Dallas, not like an easy matchup. Prices, like all three of these guys, they're priced to where they pretty much should be. So, no core plays. Dallas side, Luka, it's going to be a start and scrub slate. So, of course, you want to plug in Luka. Porzingis, though, 8,300 again, just when he's over 8K. I don't want to play him when Luka's healthy. And everyone else, yes, the prices are good, but these two guys just take up all the usage in the world. So I'm not going to be looking to any of these values because they're just better value. Elsewhere, Detroit side, they're on a back-to-back. Mason Plumlee inactive. Hopefully you guys got on Isaiah Stewart as a late swap. He's 3,100, so if Plumlee were to miss again, Stewart should be able to play like 32 minutes. He would have played more because he lost some due to blowout. Boston team we can look to inside, not the best matchup, but Pacers, they weren't that great of a matchup either, and Stewart just did really well. So at near min price, he's going to be one of the chalkiest plays probably on the slate, but for good reason if Plumlee is out. And DeLon Wright should be playing big minutes, Jeremy Grant, all these guys. So at their prices, I think you can still definitely take shots on them. Boston side, back-to-back. Kemba Walker could be resting then. Got to monitor that. So if he's out, Tatum, Jaylen Brown going to be big beneficiaries. They started Tice on Thursday, so if they continue to do that, that's going to help his minutes. And he's also power forward eligible, so it looks pretty good for him. Not going to be chasing Semi Ojeleye. He's just not that kind of guy. He just shot really well. Shouldn't happen again. Clippers side, Kawhi Leonard without Paul George. For some reason, no one wants to play Kawhi when George is out. Like, his ownership has been really low, and it's on DK and FD. So for whatever reason, I'm just going to keep playing Kawhi. Without George, like, he's playing heavy minutes. This is going to be one of the best matchups you can get. And again, Kawhi, he's just too cheap when George is out at this price. Lou Will, he's fine, 5,800. He's definitely a guy that has monster upside. So at this price, you can still definitely go for it. And then, yeah, just with Patrick Beverley back, I'm not going to be going to Reggie or Kennard. Chicago side, Zach LaVine, 9,200. Yeah, he's fine, but that's pretty, expensive. Kobe White, Patrick Beverley back, not going to go to him. He had a good game finally last time, not going to chase. Satoransky, Garrett Temple, the value guys, I guess. But again, I don't think you need to go there. Next, it's going to be OKC Denver. OKC is still going to be very short-handed, but their prices have gone up. I still think Bazley at 5,900, that looks a little bit cheap. He's actually gone down a little bit because he had a very bad game last time, but they probably have no choice to play these guys other than Horford, who they can rest when it's a blowout. These guys just gotta play. So I think Bazley looks probably the best, I would say. Diallo, obviously, he's been really good. Horford, without SGA, points per minute just go up for all of these guys, usage, especially for Horford. So even though the minutes aren't that great, I think you can definitely still look to everyone on OKC pretty much, like Dort, Muscala. Probably not Jackson and Miller, though. Denver side, definitely blowout risk, but you got Jamal Murray, 6,800. Price looks pretty good now. These starters will play big minutes if needed. If you're trying to stack this game, definitely. OKC is going to definitely need at least one guy who has a big game at their prices right now. So if you're playing Denver, it makes sense to have some OKC. Milwaukee, still without Jrue Holiday. It looks like they're just going to let Chris, Giannis, and DiVincenzo handle. So DJ Augustine is not going to get a big boost. So Forbes, they just want an extra shooter out there. He's going to be fine, but 4,100, this is a tough matchup. So probably prefer to just prioritize the actual studs here with Middleton and Giannis. DiVincenzo's all right. Brook Lopez, sure, he's cheap. If you really need to, Connaughton, Augustine, but I don't think you want to play these guys who will probably get at most 20 minutes when you have possibly Orlando. Now the Utah side without Conley, Milwaukee has pretty much been in a lot of shootouts, and with this game being in Utah being just one of the best teams of the season right now, I do like Mitchell here without Conley. Shooting wise, he's been pretty hot. I don't think it's a chase because Mitchell's actually a good player, and the matchup, they lost Jrue Holiday, so it's actually been a really big loss for the Bucks. They're playing in a lot of close games and losing some even without Jrue. So Mitchell, 8,200, I still think he looks really good here. Gobert, he's fine as well. Ingles, Clarkson, they're going to benefit, but their prices are kind of high. Like, to beat the Bucks, they're going to need more than just Mitchell. So I think we can definitely see one of them having a good game, but Mitchell going to be the main guy. Memphis side, their minutes for the Stars kind of went down again. Jaw probably could have got like 33. Joel got 31. So in a tough match against the Lakers, if AD is out, that's going to make it a lot easier. I think their prices are still very interesting. Kyle Anderson starting at power forward, it just helps his rebounds. Dylan Brooks, 5,600. He's been in foul trouble the past couple of games, so he should play pretty big minutes as well for a starter. So mainly interested in Jaw. And then for the Lakers side, got Wilder, 80. LeBron, if he's in, then I'll have some interest always if AD's out. Shooter, he's okay, but everyone else, their prices are up now. Their closing lineup will differ every game. You could get Kuz, THT, KCP, West. Caruso's an injury we got to see because it affects Wesley Matthews' minutes. So we're just going to have to watch a lot of injuries really on the entire slate. Cleveland side, Andre Drummond got benched, and it was a blowout. So it's going to be tough to trust Drummond, even though Jared Allen's starting at the 4. But this is a good matchup. because they are rested against Portland, who are on a back-to-back. I can see Drummond having a good game. Enes Kanter, definitely not known for his defense. Good rebounder, but Drummond's just a lot bigger. And Portland's just having a lot of rebounding issues. Harry Giles is undersized. They're playing Rocco at the 5. So this could be a game where we can get Drummond for like a 20-20 game. I don't like Sexton Garland as well. Portland, just a team that we can easily target. So at their prices, I think they look pretty good, but they're in the mid-range where, again, this is going to be a starting scrub slate. Now, the Portland side, Lillard 9,000. Again, he's a star on the slate, so I'm going to definitely have him. Kanter 6'9". He's just going to have to play a lot. Everyone else, though, like, I don't think I'm going to pay into the mid-range for pretty much anyone else. Now, the Orlando side, this is the game. Orlando, they're going to be shorthanded probably. We don't know who's going to play, but, if all these guys are out, they're going to pretty much have, they're going to have 8, but Mo Bamba does not play a lot. Gary Clark doesn't either. So they're pretty much running like 6 guys heavy minutes. And that's going to make Vooch one of the studs that you should definitely pay for. Terrence Ross, he's handling a lot. He doesn't get peripherals, but when you're playing like 40 minutes, he's athletic. He can get blocks. He's going to just run into rebounds, have the ball in his hands a lot. He'll get assists. And the matchup, once again, it just makes this so much better. James Ennis, Dwayne Bacon, excellent as well. These are going to be some of the best value plays on the slate. And you're talking about an 11-game slate, but this is just clearly the best value. These guys will play easily 35-plus minutes. Sacramento just, again, they turn the ball over. They play so fast, more rebounds, more points to score. Chuma, Birch, they're all fine as well. Birch, not as good. Chuma, like, he's a rookie, but he contributes a lot in the peripherals. So with powerful eligibility, you can definitely build a lineup with like 4 of these Magic players and feel really good about it. Sacramento side, it's going to be easy to run it back. Like, if you go with Fox, I'm not going to hate it. This game still is going to be fast-paced. Fox has been playing great. Like, it's tough to go with him over Westbrook, but, I mean, he's been amazing. So, if you want to stack, maybe this game goes to OT or something weird happens. Yeah, Fox is fine. Buddy, Barnes, Halliburton, all playing big minutes. Holmes as well. He's cheaper now, but there's definitely foul trouble risk again. He fouls a lot in Vooch. He's going to get a lot of usage, so Holmes definitely has a lot more to deal with. Bagley, he benefits when Holmes is in foul trouble. He definitely has upside, but 4,800, I just rather trust the Magic guys who are going to have to play a lot more minutes. So I think core plays, it really starts with the Magic here. You can pretty much go with anyone. For the sake of this video, I'm going to plug in Bacon, Ennis, and Chuma. And then for the studs, really, you just take your pick. You mix and match Magic value players, and you take the studs. So I'm going to put in Kawhi here, and then with Beal out, I will plug in Westbrook. But again, just play a lot of the Magic players if the injuries still hold. Isaiah Stewart, if Plumlee is out, and you basically can fit in probably 3 or 4 studs. So, that's going to be how you build. It's a very chalky slate for 11 games, but, that's how it's going to be, how it looks like it right now. But, again, a lot of injuries, so make sure to stay up to date on Twitter. Remember, Twitter's at Waffles, link will be in the description below. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like before you go, and good luck on the site, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.